Hello CIS scholars, how are you? Welcome back to the next science session. I, Miss Yogeshri, your science teacher, Countryside International School. So today also we are going to continue with the same chapter, that is matter. Now children, tell me one thing, that how rain occurs. Is it a magic? No, it is not at all the magic. There are various processes which are helping the rain to form. So we will see the different types of processes. So let's begin.
We will continue with the same chapter, matter. Now, children, in earlier classes, I have told you about changing states of matter. We have discussed one example over there of ice, how ice is converting into water and water into water vapor. So that was the best example of changing states of matter. Here today I am going to explain another important example of changing states of matter, that is water cycle. Now in water cycle, how one state of matter changes to another state, we will see. So before starting that, we will see what is water cycle. The continuous process in nature by which water changes from one state to another is known as water cycle. So here in water cycle, we are having many processes, different types of processes are there, in which one state of matter changes to another step. So how this process occurs, that we will see. So one by one I will explain you all these different type of processes. So first step in water cycle is evaporation and transpiration. Then after that it is condensation, and after condensation comes precipitation. So how these different type of processes occurs in water cycle, that we are going to study now. Now, what is evaporation? As I told you earlier also, when water turns into water vapor after boiling or heating, it is called as evaporation. So, in water cycle also, this water changes into water vapor by the help of heat energy, that means due to sun's heat. That is called as evaporation. So it is a process where water turns into water vapor with the help of heat energy from the sun. This process is called evaporation. So next process is transpiration. Now evaporation and transpiration, the process is same, but what is the difference between evaporation and transpiration? In transpiration, the water is converted into water vapor by plants. With the help of plants, this transpiration process occurs. So in transpiration, it is similar to evaporation, where water is turned into water vapor by plants. The extra water is removed from the plant leaves as water vapor. This process is called transpiration. So children, many a times you seen that above the leaves we are having water droplets. That is due to transpiration. The water in the plant is converted into water vapor by plant. That process, that extra water is removed from the plant leaves, that is called as transpiration. Now next process is condensation. So after evaporation and transpiration, now in evaporation also the water is changed into water vapor, and in transpiration also water is changed into water vapor. So after this changing of water vapor into water vapor, what happens? Condensation. Now what is condensation? As water vaporizes into water vapor, it rises up in the atmosphere. So in condensation, what happens, children? This water vapor, it rises up in the atmosphere, and there it cools down and form water droplets. So this water vapor, when after cooling, it is converted into water droplets. So as water vapor vaporizes into water vapor, it rises up in the atmosphere. The water vapor changes into water droplets due to cooling. So after this, what happened, children? This process is called condensation. These water droplets come close together and form clouds in the sky. So after cooling, these water droplets are formed. The water vapor after cooling, I am repeating again, water vapor is cooled down into water droplets, and this water droplets, they combine together and form clouds in the sky. So this whole process of cooling of water vapor into water droplets and forming clouds in the sky, it is called as condensation. Next, precipitation. Now, after formation of clouds in the sky, what will happen, children? These clouds are not able to hold all the droplets. Then these droplets fall down in the form of rain. This process is called as precipitation. Again, I am repeating, when these clouds are unable to hold the droplets, when these clouds are full of droplets and unable to hold the water droplets then fall on the surface of earth in the form of rain, and that process is called as precipitation. So we will see here what is precipitation. When clouds are filled with water, they could not hold much water, so they fall down in the form of rain. This process is called precipitation. So have you understood, children, what is precipitation now? Okay. Now let's recap whatever we have done in this chapter previously. So first topic was the states of matter. Yes, as I told you earlier also, there are three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. So what is the arrangement of the particles over here? Yes, as you can see here, these are the arrangement of particles. In solid, the particles are tightly arranged, so the solids are having fixed shape and hard to touch. Liquids, the particles are loosely packed, so they do not have any fixed shape. And gases also, the particles are moving apart from each other, therefore they do not have fixed shape. So here I have given the examples of solid, liquid and gases. This is just the recap what we have done in the previous sessions. Next topic was changing states of matter. How the matter changes, this I have taken example of ice into water, how ice is converted into water by which process? By heating, and that process is called as melting. And water again into ice after cooling, that process is called freezing. Now when water after heating, it converts into water vapor. That process is called boiling. And when water vapor after cooling is converted into water, that process is called as condensation. This we have done earlier also. Now here again you are waiting for this beautiful exercise. I know, that's why again we will practice this exercise. So you have to try this exercise and try to solve these questions. Till then, goodbye. See you again. Take care. Thank you.